is very popular right now to make a video pretty much sending R. Kelly to hell. Uh,
See, the title was already funny, but did anybody else get the vibrations that this brother's trying to take up for R. Kelly? Maybe because, he indulges in the same thing. Let's go.
Certainly warranted. The victim, Lakeisha Jordan, was 14 years old at the time of this case. She was just a child. And she was pregnant.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh.
Hey, peace and blessings to the trap, like, share, and subscribe. Family, already know what it is, man. They said it, now we speaking on it. I'm at the Telescope. You're now watching Telescope channel. Getting straight into this news, man. Getting straight into it, man. Now we know, bro. We know for a fact that this brother was pandering like a motherfucker. You heard me? He was pandering like a mug. And then on top of that, pandering on kids, bro. Pandering on a 13-year-old girl. Kind of find out that this brother, Sinful the pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Sinful the pedo and got, caught in Charlotte's Web in the kids movie. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no allegedly, y'all. We gonna pull up some receipts, let y'all see what it is. I mean, they been out there really, but now that everything is just pretty much unfolding, I'm getting more news on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more updates on this stuff or whatever. More people telling me to, speak on this topic or whatever, talk about this, and they want my outlook on it. So, I'm gonna show y'all what it is or whatever. But just before we get into it, I want to say, man, like, this is why, you can't just go for, Beef Bev and Babo or whatever their name is. Like they say, you can't trust a big butt and a smile. That goes for the ladies, but you can't trust a nice talk game and a nice smile, or for some ladies, if they probably consider the brother having a nice physique, whatever the case is, for whatever reason that you follow a nigga, you can't always just go for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? The banana and the tailpipe off the ripple. Sometimes like people be throwing that out there, that bait. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, man. On these social media platforms and on YouTube and all this, I'm not even so surprised. I'm talking about the Flacco story about him not being who he said he was. But why y'all surprised? Why are you surprised that these people are not who they say they are? These people get on social media and become personalities, personals. Look at Charleston White. He probably the only one that kept it real and said, he in character. He probably the only one that kept it real and said, this is a character. He wasn't lying when he said it was a character. Everybody in character. They just still hiding their character. They ain't revealed their character yet. Everybody is in character. Somewhat in some way or another. Find me the brother that say that he's not in character and he got to be making good content. He got to have the subs. He got to have the views. But find me a brother that say that he's not in character, and I'll show you that he is. That's nevertheless. But anyways, this brother, was in character the whole time. Like the same way that he talk on YouTube and be in character, the same way that he was talking to the police and being in character. And I'm guessing that because he thought that, he got away with this, that he can come on YouTube and get away with what he was getting away with on YouTube. And honestly, to be real with you, he was. There was a lot of people that was following him. I honestly felt a victim to it. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of people that was following him and listening to him. And, it just goes to show you, like, bro, somebody can have a good talk game and be the most sinner. Like, the devil know how to talk. The devil got the best talk game in the world. The devil gonna persuade your friends to turn on you. The devil is gonna persuade your mama to turn on you. Persuade you to fold and roll over and rat on your mama. Yeah. Oh, man, yeah, you can go home and she was involved in it too. Yeah, that's the devil in your ear, nigga. Because we all know, whatever you did, man, if you got into something, you got to stand up as a man and deal with that. I'm just giving examples. I don't mean to hop around too much, but I just want y'all to understand that this brother had one of the meanest talk games, yet he was a walking demon. He not only slept with a 13-year-old and sold a 13-year-old to other men, You know what I'm saying? He not only slept with a 13-year-old and sold a 13-year-old the other man to sleep with. How sick is that? Let alone just that. This brother also got the little girl pregnant and then said that he did it, you know, to try to cover his tracks up and said that it was a woman. We gonna get into it, man. Let's go.
The defendant denied having sexual intercourse with her, and yet after that baby was born, DNA was done, and sure enough, it comes back as the defendant's baby. So we have a 24-year-old man having sexual intercourse with a 14-year-old little girl. He's not just a pimp, Judge. He's a sex offender. He preyed on a 14-year-old girl, had sexual intercourse with her, and now has fathered a child. The second reason is he accepts absolutely no responsibility whatsoever. He denies being a pimp, which...
I've been incarcerated. I've been able to see other inmates go to trial and get broke off, lose, and stay in prison for the rest of they all talking this appeal talk, and from me looking in, I don't think it's going to transpire. I don't see it happen. So I just thought this would be the best money to take the deal. They came with this new information as far as this girl being impregnated by me. I profess that I did not have sex with her. They come at the last minute. The dates.
Hey, you had sex with her because the baby's yours.
No.
That's the only way you get a baby with your DNA is you have sexual intercourse. Lesson number 1. You don't get pregnant by looking at somebody. So you need to stop that nonsense right now. You can't get pregnant? I mean, do I have to explain that to you? How you get pregnant? Okay.
I understand since I already have a child, but at the same time, even with that, Mrs. Level, all I would say is all that would have been prevented if she would have said her real age.
Okay, that's fine, but don't say that that's not your baby. There's a DNA test.
Well, it was a DNA test that convicted another man in Chicago that was in prison for 19 years, and it took 19 years to show that something was wrong with the DNA. So they came at the last minute in March.
Did they do a buccal swab of your client?
They did, Your Honor, and we did receive
Okay.
the results from the DNA test. Obviously, we had to wait until the infant was born, or the child was born, before we could conduct any of these tests. I believe the child was born
So it wasn't like
sometime in January.
You know, probably what you're talking about is something that happened 20 years ago when DNA wasn't as sophisticated, you know, because I see those things on the news. This is not one of them. They got your DNA, they got the girl's DNA, they got the baby who's born.
That's not my argument right now.
What are the statistics that it's his baby? What are the statistics that it's not his baby? 1 in 400 billion?
Something like that, Judge.
Okay, that's more than there are people on the earth. So, it's your baby.
Well, Ms. Lovett, this is my child. I'm more than willing to take care of it.
Okay.
I my child before I was incarcerated.
I'll
I
go
got a
for it.
1-year-old daughter.
Yeah,
And
I
what
appreciate
I'm saying is, if she would not have lied about her age,
Okay.
did not have a confidence of a 4, I would not sit up there and
A
allow
what?
At the same time, if she didn't tell me that she was under the age of 18, this wouldn't even came further.
Okay.
This wouldn't even made it this far.
Mr. Gilmore, however, you do have a couple other arrests, and they were for domestic violence, no prior conviction, and robbery and pandering with force. Okay. Force. Okay.
And pandering with force. Okay.
So it's not like you have a totally clean record. This is your first conviction, at least the only one that we're able to find, the only one that we know about. Okay. You know, you told a little, I don't know, like a wraparound story. You know, I don't know if there's any truth in there anywhere, but you did come out finally, and I guess you did. Yeah, you did say some truth. You did say that you were pandering. But that was after trying to sugarcoat it and, you know, go around the barn and, and circumvent the truth. But that's okay. All right. We know what happened. You know what happened. You just confessed to it. That's good. You've been convicted of it. All right. You never did mention what your feelings are about that offense. And I'm wondering, I'm curious. You said you came from a religious background. And I'm sure a part of your religion didn't teach you that it was okay to go out and try to live off the earnings of a victim. A young girl in this case. 14 is what the police report indicates. And they also indicate there were a couple other young women, and none of them were adult. There's one that was
They
possibly
were
19. One that was possibly 19 who was later determined to be 16. One that was possibly 19 who was later determined to be 16.
One that was possibly 19 who was later determined to be 16.
Okay.
Ma'am, that's incorrect. The lady Nicole Morton, she's 19, and the lady Jennifer Harper is 23 years.
No
years old. The lady Lakeisha Jordan, which was the alleged victim in the case, which basically we found out later on that she was 14, had lied about her age and confessed within the motion of discovery that she had told me that she was 19. And there's also corroborative statements other than just my mouth from Nicole Morton and Jennifer Harper, which she stated even in sentencing that the lady, that Lakeisha Jordan had lied about her age. Like I said before, not to justify anything, because pandering, that's what I did.
Right.
I did entice.
Okay, now, right. But why would I believe why would I believe that what you just said was accurate?
Hey, what's going on, family and visitors? Peace and blessings to you all. Welcome to the Telescope channel. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell in the bottom corner. Here at the Telescope channel, we're going to be diving in from everything from music to religion, sports, and all other current events. Subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated. Let's go get it in.